Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Mattera has the latest. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Alice. And yeah, it's almost like DC's judicial system is intent on proving Donald Trump's point that they are flat out unserious about punishing criminals, especially juvenile ones. Remember, Donald Trump called in the National Guard. He federalized the DC police after a former DOGE staffer was absolutely pummeled by a mob of juvenile delinquents in an attempted carjacking. Police arrested two suspects, one male, one female from nearby Maryland, both 15 years old. And despite the vicious assault and the girls' prior run-ins with the law, Judge Kendra D. Briggs, a Biden appointee, cut them loose. Instead of staying in detention, they got curfews, electronic monitors, and an admonition from the judge to go to school. Oh, how nice. Law enforcement officials say that free pass sends the exact wrong message.
Deterrence only works when punishment is swift and severe. What you're teaching an entire generation, not just in Washington, D.C., but across this country is you can do whatever you want and they're not going to be held accountable. How about the judge that's going to let them out? Why don't you let those kids stay at your house? See what happens, because this poor kid got beaten within an inch of his life and these people are right back out. It's completely ridiculous.
Meanwhile, where Trump does have control, the story looks very different. The Justice Department says that since the White House took over D.C. policing duties, there have been more than 900 arrests with at least 100 illegal guns seized and a steady sweep of criminal illegals, including suspected MS-13 gang members. Crime is down by every metric. To Joe Grimaldi, the national vice president of the Fraternal Order of Police, these results aren't shocking. It's what happens when cops are actually allowed to be cops.
What you're seeing is that when you have a surge of police officers and when you're actually going to hold dirtbags accountable for their actions, that we can reduce crime. And this really shouldn't surprise anyone, because this is exactly what the American police officer did in the early 2000s. We enforced the law, we held people accountable for their actions, and it led to an urban renaissance where families felt safe to walk down the street.
And Mark, Allison, that urban renaissance needs to happen again. But just to show what a positive jolt this intervention has been for D.C., the district has gone now 11 straight days without a single homicide. 11 straight days, no murder. John Lott of the Crime Prevention Research Center, he crunched the numbers. He said that happening like by chance, by accident, without this intervention, it's like 0.5% odds. So it's not by luck. This is clearly because of this surge in policing. And most of the lives being saved are Black lives. The overwhelming majority of homicide victims in the district are Blacks. And yet, rather than celebrate safer streets, you have the Washington Post and other progressive outlets. They're just soaking about Donald Trump and his tactics.
Yeah, and I have a feeling, though, that those folks in those cities know the difference, and they know who's to thank for it. All right, Jason, thanks.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.